those. Not too many folks are invited back here into our house, back here in the behind the scenes area of Shamu, where we do a lot of the day-to-day things and a lot of the training of vehicles and working with them. So we're going to kind of talk about what you're seeing here. Once again, this is Mama and Baby. Takara is the big one. Sakari is the small one. Sakari was born here January 7th, 2010. Here's a little jump. There we go. Those are called bows, and it's behavior that really Baby learned by watching Mom. Of course, Baby follows Mom around a lot. She's very dependent on Mom. And Takara, the mother, knew those behaviors very well. And while the baby was following, she started to emulate Mom a little bit. And so learned those behaviors really from Mom. Okay, now here's what we call a sentence behavior. We've asked for two different behaviors from Takara. A vocal bow. So she's your next sound when she jumps. There you go. So we call it a sentence behavior. Let's see if she does it on the second one here. One more time right in front of us is what would have happened had she done it correctly. We call that a sentence behavior because it's two different behaviors that she knows that we have to put together. And it's the very, very beginnings of communication. So two behaviors together, Takara knows to put those two together. Now, she was supposed to jump in 3 places. She only jumped in 2. So that brings up a good opportunity for us to talk about how we train the whales here at SeaWorld. Everything we do with them is through positive reinforcement, which means when they do things correctly, they get things that they like. Now, of course, we know they like fish, but we also give them toys and ice, rub downs, and playtimes, and all those other things that they seem to find reinforcing. Let's see if Takara gives us 3 this time. 1. And Leslie will help out with a little ice cube here, a reminder where she would like her to be. Perfect, there we go. So, Takara did that behavior correctly. Leslie blew that whistle around her neck to tell Takara she did a good job. And then comes back to reinforcement. Now, Leslie gives her a little rub down on the head there. As a reinforcer, and is very excited that Takara did things correctly. So that is how we train animals. Now, before, when Takara did the behavior incorrectly, what we do in that scenario is just try not to draw attention to the incorrect behavior. So we stand there for a few seconds and then move on. So when they do things correctly, they get lots of things they like. When they do something incorrectly, we just stand there for a few seconds and then move on. So nothing negative, nothing bad ever happens when incorrect behavior. That's very important. One of the most important things with training our whales here is the relationships that we have with them. And that is strengthened by the positive nature that we train them. So everything is very positive, and our relationships are something we can work on every day with the whales. Now here's a behavior called a fluke flip. If y'all come to the show and sit down low, that rhyme, it'll lead me to, you'll get some of this. There you go. Right to your laps. Your salt water to take home with you. This salt water is all man-made. It's about 55 degrees, and there's about 5 million gallons of it if you take into account everything that's here in front of you and all the pools and then in our filtration system. And it is chilled down to about the mid-50s. It's about 55 degrees year-round.
I need to get out of the way.
Here comes one more side zipper right in front of us. There we go. A flipper zipper. Now, killer whales are the top predator in the ocean because they can eat pretty much anything they can catch. And since they're one of the fastest animals in the ocean, they can catch almost everything out there. So killer whales out in the ocean have been known to eat seals, sea lions, dolphins, whales, porpoises, polar bears, fish, sharks, anything that swims, killer whales have been known to eat it at some point. Now here at SeaWorld, we give them restaurant quality fish. Right now, they're getting 4 or 5 different kinds of that fish. I think today we have herring, capelin, salmon, and menhaden. And the amounts of fish and the variety of fish changes throughout the year as it becomes available. So we give them several different kinds of fish, just like we don't eat the same food every day. It's important for the whales to have a balanced diet. Each one of those fish has a different caloric value, different fat values and proteins. And so all the nutrition we know from each pound of that fish, we want to make sure that the whales get a very balanced diet. Only the best fish here, restaurant quality. So if anybody's hungry, we'll look up the side. Here's Mom and Baby inside Ellison. On the inside is Takara. She is 20 years old. And on the right side is Sakari. She will be 2 in January. So Leslie giving Takara a little rub down on her pectoral flipper there. Again, that's kind of secondary reinforcement. Something other than fish that the whales seem to like. You can't give the whales food every time they do something correctly because they get full and food will start to lose its value at that point. So we give them lots of things that they like. Fish, of course, is reinforcement, but rub downs, playtimes, things like that. Now you'll notice this time, Takara was incorrect in her behavior. She wasn't quite right in what Leslie asked her for, so Takara will come back to Leslie here, put it in on the wall, 1, 2, 3 seconds later. Leslie's forgotten all about it and move on. So nothing negative or an incorrect response. Just like you and me, don't make mistakes. It's no big deal. These are obviously both female killer whales. Females are generally about half the size of a fully grown male. A large female may be somewhere in the 7,000 to 8,000 pound range. Takara is not really close to that, she's in the 4,000 pound range. A male killer whale can easily get up to 12,000 pounds and more. Our one largest whale here, if you come to our show, is Kai. Kai is about 8,200 pounds, so about twice as big as Takara. And that is typical of killer whales. Males are about twice as big as the females. Now, another interesting thing about killer whales is that in killer whale society, just like in human society, the females control everything. So females are dominant, even though the males are twice as smart. It's okay. Here, here. Alrighty, here's the start out again. One of the most commonly asked questions is how do we tell the whales apart? Really, if you look very closely, they've got Takara's got a little birthmark on her chin. She's also got some spots in her eye patches there on the sides of her head. So they do look very different. They're dorsal fins are all different shapes and sizes. When you spend some time around them, it is very easy to tell the difference. Now, here they're making sounds. Those sounds are made from their blowhole. By passing air through their blowhole and contracting and relaxing the muscles around there, it makes those clicks and squeaks and whistles different sounds. They breathe through their blowhole and through their blowhole only. They cannot breathe through their mouth.
Boogie?
All right, guys, get your cameras up one more time. Looks like Takara and Sakari have one more thing for everybody. And that's a great day and a little tiny killer pickle wave goodbye. All right, well, we hope y'all got some good photos and enjoyed seeing these two ladies up close. We are going to prepare for our miracle show. It's going to happen at 2:45 right out there in the theater. You heard Regina warming up out there. It's going to be a bunch of fun at 2:45. You can sit down low, we'll get you wet. If you sit up high, we'll try to get you wet. Probably won't succeed with that. That's why show throughout the first 15 to 18 rows. And it's fairly clearly marked. If you would like to, you're welcome to finish up whatever food you have and grab some more dessert and hang around here. But if you would also like, you're welcome to make your way right back out the way you came in and enjoy what's going on out there in the park for our holiday in the park here, Christmas time here at SeaWorld. Well, back 2:45 to 7:30 tonight. We enjoyed having you back here at Dine with Shamu. It's one of the best parts.